Hi everyone, Marissa Ford here, and I am a graduate student at Eastern Illinois University, and I will be showing you today how to incorporate corn into some of your holiday meals. Since Thanksgiving is right around the corner, I'll be showing you some easy ways to put corn into some of your side dishes. So first I'm going to show you how to make corn salad, and it's very simple, easy, fresh ingredients. And so the first step will be to cut and cook your fresh corn, and you will need about 2 cups of fresh corn. And then you will also need about 1/2 cup of chopped red onions, which I have right here. And what I did to chop my onions, I have a little demonstration right here. So I cut the onion in half, and then after cutting it in half, you'll want to peel off the skin because it does come with a little skin on the outside. So you'll want to cut that part off. And sometimes it's easier to cut the tip off of the onion. It makes it easier to peel that outside skin layer off, and it should just kind of peel right off. And then after you do that, I cut it again in half, like so. And then I kind of just cut it in half again, and then I kind of just cut it into little slices like this. Now you can do however big of pieces you want of onion, but I like mine to be pretty small. So what I did after that, you're gonna get pieces about like this big. So what I do is I kind of cut those into even smaller pieces like that. So these are probably about the size that I would use for my salad right here. So they're pretty small. And then I just put those in my little measuring cup. And again, you need about 1/2 cup of chopped red onion. And then you do need 1 cup of tomatoes, and I use cherry tomatoes. So what I did, you need to slice them because the cherry tomatoes are rather large. So what I did was I usually cut them in half, and then to where they're like this, I cut them in half one more time after that. And then again, I like small tomatoes, small slices, and so I actually cut them in half the other way. So they're kind of like bite-sized tomatoes. And then I put those in my 1 cup measuring cup, since we do need 1 cup of those sliced cherry tomatoes. And that is how I chopped those. And then you will need 1 cup of black beans. And what you'll need to do is, I already rinsed and drained them, so I won't show you that process, but what you need to do is rinse and drain your black beans. So you get that syrupy stuff that's in the can out of there, and you just end up with your black beans. And this also helps get rid of some of that extra sodium they use to preserve the black beans in the can. Next, this is kind of the easy part. You're just gonna put all of your vegetables in a big bowl that is easy to mix in. So I'm gonna add my 1 cup of sliced tomatoes. I'm going to add my whole can, you're gonna add the whole can of the black beans that are rinsed and drained. And then I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of the sliced red onions. And then also my 2 cups of the fresh corn. And you'll want to make sure that your corn is cooked, because this is a fresh salad, so you won't actually be baking it or really doing anything with it except mixing all this stuff together. Next, you can grab any sort of spoon that's easy to mix. So I'm just gonna use this little wooden spoon here, and you're just gonna mix all of your vegetables together. And once you do that, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And I never usually use a tablespoon measuring cup. I usually just use the cap because the caps are usually about a tablespoon. So I just do 3 capfuls of any sort of oil you want. It doesn't have to be olive oil. It can be avocado oil, canola oil, whatever you want to use. But I personally enjoy olive oil, so that's what I use. So after you added your 3 capfuls of olive oil or oil of your choice, then I'm going to season it with some seasonings and also add some lime juice as well. You can use fresh lime juice, or you can use any sort of lime juice that comes in a bottle, so whatever you desire. But I'm just going to use just a couple squirts of lime juice here. And then a little bit of salt. And like I said, it's all to your tasting and what you like. So everyone's different. I'm going to also use a little bit of chili powder just to give it a little bit of spice because I do like spicy, but you do not have to add chili powder. And then I'm also going to add some pepper. Oops. Gotta turn it to make it come out. All right, and then I'm going to stir it since I've added all my seasonings I wanted. And another nice thing about this salad is if you don't like any of the vegetables that I just put in here, and if you don't like beans, this is such an easy salad to switch things out. So like if you don't like black beans, you can add some green pepper. If you don't like tomatoes, you can add some red pepper, and you could even add carrots even if you wanted to. It's a very easy salad to just kind of mix whatever you want together. And so once you've kind of mixed it around, you have your salad, your corn salad. And look how colorful that is. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. This is also, I've also used this as a dip as well. If you get some tortilla chips, it's definitely a great dip to have with tortilla chips. And it's also just good to have plain on the side. So I want to thank you for watching this recipe, and we will get started on the corn casserole.